Hello everyone, it's Mike from Downtown Comics, and we're here to talk about all the new graphic novels releasing this Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. Before I begin, downtowncomics.com is the place to go to check out all the new stuff, some of which may not be on this table. And of course, liking, sharing, and subscribing is always appreciated. And to those of you that may be watching from Florida, stay safe. I know things are going to get very bad this Wednesday, so hopefully everyone's going to be fine. So, all right, let's get going. There's a very nice collection of stuff this week. We'll just start up here. All right, Batman the Cult. This gets the deluxe hardcover edition treatment. So this was a storyline in Legends of the Dark Knight back in the late 80s, early 90s, and it's been reprinted now in a deluxe hardcover. Sonic has a new 5-minute stories book, so great for the kids that want to read something right before bed. We also have a new printing of the Vader's Castle miniseries. This was released during Halloween a couple of Octobers ago, and this is a giant reprint of it. And I believe there's been multiple times they've done it. So you get Star Wars Adventures Tales from Vader's Castle, Star Wars Adventures Return to Vader's Castle, Star Wars Adventures Shadow of Vader's Castle, Star Wars Adventures Ghosts of Vader's Castle, and Star Wars Adventures The Free Comic Book Day short story Droid Hunters. So you get all of those Vader's Castle Halloween-themed stories, but in a oversized hardcover. Distillery, the Blasphemous miniseries, gets reprinted in hardcover. We have some Bluey stuff today. So this one is Where's Bluey at Christmas. Also something we don't normally carry here, but Paper Cuts does have the rights to Asterisk in America, I guess. And it's the 65th anniversary. And this is one of the most popular characters in the world. He's probably sold more comics than Spider-Man or Batman combined. And this, I believe, is the original graphic novel, but I am not an Asterix aficionado or a historian, so I don't know. But we got one because I do get asked about it. All right, D&D, the 2024 versions have come out. The Player's Handbook, at least, has been out, and I know DM's Guide and Monster Manual is coming soon. They also have new character sheets, so if you're getting into the new version of the game or just the tweaked new version of the game, these new character sheets are up to date with all the info you may need. Also an updated edition is the Marvel Encyclopedia. So this has been going on for 10 to 15 years, and every 3 to 5 years they'll put out a new version with updated info, and so here we are. The big new additions is the Krakoa universe, or the Krakoa storyline for the X-Men. So that has been added in, and also I believe the Avengers Judgment War crossover has also been in. But yeah, any updates to the characters in the last few years have been included in this book. All right, so Moon Knight gets a new annual. This is by Jed MacKay, so this is the more recent stuff. And you're going to get the 2021 series 1 through 30, the Devil's Reign tie-in Moon Knight, the 2022 annual, and material from the Avengers number 45 and the Moon Knight annual in 2023. So that's pretty much the whole run of Jed MacKay on Moon Knight. Now this omnibus, I believe, has been out before. I gotta believe it has, but if it hasn't, then great. But this is the beginning of the Eric Larson era on Amazing Spider-Man. So you get Amazing 287, 324, 327, and then you get 329 through 350. You get from the just Spider-Man book that started in 1990 with McFarlane, you get 15, 18, 21 through 23. The Amazing Spider-Man, the 1999 run, which was the reboot, 19 through 21. And you get material from Marvel Comics Presents, 48 through 50. And some backup stories in 19 and 20, I guess. All right, so there you go. All that in one package. This is also just a new printing of the Elseworlds Batman one-shots from the 90s being reprinted. This was released a couple years ago but went out of print, but it's back. So you get the Batman Dracula Red Rain, the Batman Bloodstorm, and the Batman Crimson Mist. So that trio of graphic novels are all set in the same world where Batman is a vampire. So Another current printing. So FF, the Epic, the Volume 1, so the original first 20 issues or so. Yeah, FF 1 through 18, now back in print in the Epic line, if you missed it. The first arc of Spectacular Spider-Man is out, so you get 1 through 5 and material from the Web of Spider-Man one-shot number 1. This looks like a new Epic. So the Trial of Mark Spector. I mean, this is in the 90s, because it's 90s Ghost Rider. I don't know. Moon Knight. I don't know. I mean, Ghost Rider tied in the 20s? Man, I don't know. Probably 1992, let's say. All right, 89 through 91. I was close. You get Mark Spector, Moon Knight 8 through 25, and material from Punisher Annual number 2. So there you go. The Night Thrasher miniseries has been reprinted. I Hate Fairyland is on Volume 7. So that gets you 11 through 15 of the second series, the most current run of the book. 11 through 15. All right, and probably the biggest release in terms of just size. Look at how thick that is. Bammo. All right, you get the first reprinting of the original Marvel G.I. Joes done by Skybound, the new license holder. So Marvel had reprints, IDW had reprints, both went out of print. Now we've got Skybound doing it. So they're doing it in their phone book size. And you get G.I. Joe 1 through 50. And it's $65. So that seems like a deal. It's even got that old school paper, probably to keep the cost down. So it feels like the old comics. And it's not too heavy because the old paper is lighter, if you didn't know that. So yeah, it's not a super heavy tome like the Invincibles or the Walking Deads. All right, 7 to Eternity is now available in a compendium. So you get the whole series. And that will get you 1 through 17. That's the whole thing, all in one book. The Last Mermaid miniseries is also reproduced in a graphic novel, and of course they've got it in that rectangular size that is just so hard to store and display. But it's a really good-looking book. American Psycho, I believe this is the whole series. Yeah, says limited series, so yes, it was the whole thing. I think it was 5 or 6 issues. The Superman, the Metal Curtain miniseries, well, Superman 78. The Metal Curtain miniseries is now available in softcover. It was previously in hardcover. The Power Pack Into the Storm miniseries is available, but they did it in a more digest size, so not quite digest, kind of, what do they call it? I don't know. In between digest and regular, I guess. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver miniseries. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that was the 1 through 4 miniseries. Plus some X-Men stuff. Scott Pilgrim seems to have a new reprint. So this is a kind of a hard, soft cover. So not quite a hard cover, not quite a soft cover, a rigid cover. You get volumes 1 and 2, and it is in, whoa, there we go. It is in color. So it's the color version, and it's volumes 1 and 2. All right, Katie the Cat Sitter has a new volume. What are they on? Doesn't say. All right, just a new one there. Plants vs. Zombies has a new graphic novel out in hardcover. Another Bluey, Bartleby's First Christmas, and Bluey Jingle Bells. The Calvin and Hobbes compendiums continue. This is volume 3. I don't know how many there needs to be. That's books 5 and 6, but it's volume 3 of that. The Dragon Prince gets a new graphic novel. And we will end on a Conan Omnibus, number 1. There's 2 things left. Conan Omnibus. That gets us original Conan, 1 through 26. So first Red Sonja's in there. And material from Savage Tales 1 and 4. So you get that. And then lastly, all right, this is a blast from the past. In the 80s, they had, you know, when trades weren't a thing, they had the Origins of Marvel Comics, all right? I've had originals of this. So it's available now, again, in both hardcover and softcover. And I don't think it says, but I think it's the #1 issues of all these characters. So, you know, Journey into Mystery 83, Marvel's #1, Incredible Hulk 1, FF1, Strange Tales 110, Amazing Fantasy 15. So I'm pretty sure it's all their origin comics. All right. So that's a good compilation. Okay. I think that's it. But big week. Lots of cool stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye.